Hello and welcome. Today we're going to talk about Valley Housing Solutions Valley Lease Advantage program. This program is created to help bring security to landlords while we lease their properties for our insurance claims or for our travel professionals that we are hosting. Some of the things that we currently do, we serve emergency housing needs. So for this, we're talking about individuals that have been displaced, whether it be through a fire, natural disaster, whatever the event may be, their homes are damaged and they are not livable. So in these kind of cases, sometimes we find stays for 3 months to 6 months, depending on what the repairs are. But if it's a total rehab, let's say that it was a huge fire, we're looking closer to the 12-month stay in order for that person to get their home rebuilt. The next one, of course, is the corporate housing needs. These could be individuals or large companies that are coming to cities where you live at, and they need housing for professional individuals such as technicians, engineers, doctors, nurses, whatever the case may be. We're working mainly with professionals on the corporate housing needs side, and working with companies that are needing just a temporary housing as well, whether it be for a small project. We work with Amazon. We work with a lot of local hospitals here in the Central Valley and in California. The other thing that we do is also is matching our clients with housing. Now, whenever we try to match our clients with the housing, we try to make sure that they're finding the best possible housing options for them. We don't want to bring them into a situation where the house is going to need a lot of repairs or if there's things that are breaking left and right. We want to make sure that we actually advocate for our clients and make sure that we provide a good sense of stewardship to them and find the adequate housing for them. When you're working with us, there's a couple things that you're going to get out of this. One is the guaranteed income. Whenever we actually create the leases, our companies are the ones who are taking the lease and guaranteeing the income that's going to be coming in for the rents. The second is a high damage protection waiver. So for this one, let's say that you rent it out to an individual in California, the highest amount of security deposit that you can actually do is the same amount as what the monthly rent is. Now, with this, we're actually taking out another insurance policy onto the property and assuring that if there's 100K worth of damage in the house, we have somewhere to grab that money from and repair the property. Now, we do vet our clients and whoever stays there, but in the worst case scenario, we do have a large bucket of money that we can grab from. Next is the free marketing. We're advocating for your property and we're pushing it out there to our corporate leaders as well as our insurance companies that we currently work with. And the last step, which I think is really one of the most important, is the long term relationship. After working with us one time, we're definitely going to put you on the preferred list and we're going to be pushing your property even harder to try to keep you fill. So, one, we win, you win, and then our clients win. So with all these things, there's a lot of benefits that you get with working with us and having us promote your property as well through our website. For insurance claims, this is the only one that gets a little more tricky, and that's just due to the way that the insurance policies and the way the adjusters work. On day one, whenever we receive an insurance claim, that's when we typically look into our network and try to find landlords who have houses that fit the description that we're looking for. Now, that same day that we find the housing, what we're doing, we're going and submitting that housing for approval in order to get it approved by the adjusters and allow the family to go take a look at it. And day 2 to 4, we're awaiting for that approval from the adjuster. If it's a really bad claim and the people are not in a hotel, we typically get it approved same day. But when the individuals are already in a hotel, sometimes it takes 2 to 4 days for the adjusters to respond back to us and provide us the approval. Once we have that approval, what we're going to do is go ahead and give you a call and set up a walkthrough with the client. The client's going to have the final say in whether or not they want to move forward with the property. Once again, some of these leases are going to be long-term leases. Some of them are going to be short. So if we're, having a family move into a new home, we want them to be able to verify that the home is what they're looking for. And if there needs to be any changes, we can actually take care of them for them beforehand before moving them in. So that's kind of the process that we have. But once we complete this process, it takes about a week, maximum 10 days is kind of what it looks like because a lot of these companies, they don't work over the weekend. So if we get a claim on a Friday afternoon, this is definitely going to take closer to the 10 days, just given the timeline of how everything falls into place. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about our program, just go ahead and send us an email to support@valleyhousingsolutions.com and we'll get those questions answered for you. We look forward to working with you